This is a press statement from the Diaspora, Seattle chapter, about Dr. Fred Okengo Matiangi. Ladies and gentlemen, little was publicly known of Dr. Fred Okengo Matiangi before the Uhuru Kenyatta administration. But when he was brought into the national spotlight, he redefined leadership, not as a position of privilege, but as a platform for service. In every ministry he served, he shifted the narrative from being a boss to being a servant of the people. For a moment, Dr. Matiangi's star seemed to dim with the rise of the current government. But halfway through this regime, it was the very generation we often underestimated, Gen Z, that reminded us of a name that rekindled the hope of a nation. That name was Dr. Fred Okengo Matiangi. Brothers and sisters, fellow Kenyans, as members of the diaspora, we have heard your cry. We have seen the pain of a nation that longs for healing, order, and integrity. And so we in the diaspora release Dr. Fred Okengo Matiangi to you at a time when Kenya desperately needs a revival hope, a rebuilding of our democratic foundations, a voice that stands firm when others remain silent. We present him to you at a time when our youth are being killed for demanding accountability, when our economy is bleeding from sabotage, and when despair seems to have taken the place of national pride. Dr. Fred Okengo Matiangi is to us the audacity of hope. Let us rally behind him, not as tribes, not as factions, but as Kenyans united against ethnic profiling, corruption, and misgovernance. Let us prove that when Kenyans stand together, we restore sanity to our institutions. As the diaspora, we will walk this journey with you. We will contribute resources, we will organize, and we will mobilize our families back home to be part of the change we believe in. Ladies and gentlemen, receive Dr. Fred Okengo Matiangi, by God's grace, the 6th President of the Republic of Kenya. God bless Kenya.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is the speech that was made by the people in diaspora. Now, when I listen to that speech clearly, there are a few things that I'm able to learn. That is going to form the basis of this analysis here today. But before I take you through, if this is the first time you're watching my videos at Mukwa Times, take a second or two to subscribe, like, and comment, because that is the best support you can always give this channel. For those who are watching for the first time, my number is always here, ladies and gentlemen. You can always support the channel. That's the M-Pesa number. For those who want to engage me and talk to me and enlighten me further on politics, please feel free to call. Actually, I receive calls from abroad and local here. So thank you so much for those who are calling to enlighten me further. And where I go wrong, actually, most of you call me and tell me, Mukwa here, please don't do that. And I love that. That's how I get to learn and grow. Please help me grow by supporting the channel and, more importantly, subscribing and always commenting. I read all comments for me to understand what you people have in mind. Let me dive into the topic today. Now, that speech has so many lessons that I can pick from there. Number one, it confirms that Matiangi, Dr. Fred Matiangi, has actually resigned from the World Bank. Matiangi has been literally out of the country for 2 years or so, or maybe almost 3 years, basically doing his work in the World Bank. And it appears that Matiangi had actually been able to mingle so much with those people around there, in that they had formed a community. And now, from the speech, they were clear that they have released Matiangi, meaning that they were having him there as one of them, which means probably he was living amongst them. They had formed a community. So they are releasing Matiangi to the rest of the country. I mean, to Kenya now. We had released him to the World Bank. Now he has come back to Kenya. So literally, that is a confirmation that Dr. Okengo Fred Matiangi has resigned. And the information is not just here, but it's also from the United States of America. Another thing that I learned from there, it is that at least those people there, they also have an understanding on what is happening locally. They are together with Kenyans. It's important that when someone goes abroad where life is better, reaches a point and thinks about the Kenyans back here in Kenya. And that is important because these people, first of all, they have families here. So when they speak the same language with what their families are thinking within the local here, it's very important because at least we get change. It is not just from certain regions, it's across. They don't ignore the challenges we are facing in the country, despite being in a well-off country, or even having money, or even doing well in life. That concern, it's important. It's very important. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm also able to tell that Dr. King Fred Matiangi, he also has support for his campaigns. That speech that these people gave, they were indicating that they will support Dr. King Fred Matiangi. And I'm telling you, let me tell you, I'm getting the rumors that Dr. King Fred Matiangi has received, I think, 3 choppers from well-wishers. He has also received armored vehicles or something like that. He has also done, of course, I'm yet to confirm that, but I'm hearing these rumors that he has also received good financial support that is going to help him do the campaigns across the country. And if these people continue supporting Dr. King Fred Matiangi, I feel strongly that this is going to take him to another level, because one big problem we have in the country is the finance. So if these people support him, I feel strongly that Matiangi will do well in his campaigns, because that is the only thing that can deter him if he does not get enough from Uhuru Kenyatta and his friends, and also raise from his friends as well. So the support Matiangi has from diaspora, it's immense. And I really want to thank the people of diaspora that supporting Dr. King Fred Matiangi, it's a good thing. And I realize that probably that will be able to show the leaders locally that the people of diaspora matter. Those people contribute huge amounts of money to the country, but they're never involved in the local politics as such. You know, people go there during campaigns, they campaign. After the campaigns are done, they forget the people in diaspora. Even they forget that the money that is sent to the country, sometimes it's supposed to be used to. Some of these people need to start businesses in the country, start industries, bring new changes here in the country, most especially borrow ideas from abroad. But they are not able to do that and grow and even invest in the country because of the way of leadership here, the type of governance, the economy, so many things, corruption. So therefore, when we see them play such a role, it should be an indication to the leaders local that they need to do their best when they come back to the country, even when they decide to take up the leadership of this nation. Because if they do so, they can at least be able to do one simple thing: create an environment that the people from abroad can be able to come local here and invest. One of the people from diaspora, by the name the name has slightly slipped my mind, but I remember the name. This gentleman literally told me one simple thing. Manute, I think, yes. He told me that Matiangi should incorporate the ideas from the people who are in abroad so that he can have a better manifesto. He's saying that there are people who have ideas, or even experts abroad, who have some good ideas that can be able to help change this country. But they don't have a platform after government has been taken, even during campaigns, to fix the ideas within the manifesto. They don't have. Most of the things that happen are locally based. But they would like to see Kenya being better like those other countries. So therefore, as we speak today, it will be a deal for Matiangi to incorporate these people in whatever thing that is doing, because the support they are giving, it's important. Not just the support. These people also, from the speech, I noticed that they are aware on what is happening locally, and they are aware on their role in the local environment. They know that their contributions to the GDP of this country is huge. It's huge. And their concern for better leadership is informed from that perspective, that they need good leaders to do their job locally. Ladies and gentlemen, nevertheless, we also learned some few things here. Now, as we speak today, Dr. Fred Matiangi is expected to be in the country to carry on with the politics, because you can see Rigiji is going at 100 kilometers per hour. He's literally going very fast. The syllabus in politics is moving quite fast. We are already, from one term, we are now in the high cousins, the cousins movement. And I said in another video, the cousins literally are going to be the Bantus across the country. Now, as we speak about the cousinism, the fact remains that it's a sign of things are changing so fast. So the coming of Matiangi must be very soon, as we don't expect. Very soon as we expect, sorry. So we expect Matiangi to come back and probably engage in the local politics and be able to structure his campaign team very well. Now, as I speak today, when I see the diaspora people speak, it's a sign that is coming home soon. However, I saw some post that was giving some schedule, the program that he has within the United States of America. He's probably having a certain interview, I think it's DW or something, from the place called Seattle. I don't know, you guys can tell me, from the United States. So he's scheduled to have an interview, and probably that interview is basically going to help him also source more funds, source more support from diaspora, because those people in diaspora vote. So therefore, when you have that coming on board, I feel strongly that probably Matiangi will not be coming on mid-month, because I saw the schedule is likely to be, the interview is likely to be on 14th. So probably after 14th, Matiangi is going to come back to the country. But the month of coming back, I'm hearing it is this June. So if it is this June, then let's expect more that's going to happen politically, like now launching the party, having the slogans done, Matiangi moving from one county to the other, conducting visits to all parts of the country, having meetings here and there, engaging people across, having technocrats like me on board. That is the best way we are going to change the campaigns of Dr. King of Fred Matiangi. But the fact is, as we speak today, Matiangi needs to be country and at least engage the people across. I don't know what's your take, but that statement from the US, it matters a lot. See you next time for more videos. Please engage me in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe.